right back. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Jason Tatum is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Thompson in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Irving at the shooting guard position. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Walker, the rebound by the Nets.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others, helps him to draw fouls.
That free throw, no good.
A tenacious forward with high energy. It's clear that Griffin is still capable of throwing down a double-double.
That one misses. On offense, here are the Celtics.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Brooklyn with the ball. It's a three-point game. Pass to Harris. Irving with it, and they call an illegal screen here.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Celtics. Smart passes to Thompson. Back to Smart. To the middle. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Irving. And it's blocked.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
Harris on the double team. Walker with a clean look. Boston again missing.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Outside Durant. Makes it off the glass.
Just so full of confidence. This guy knows he's at the top of his game. Kevin Durant excels cashing in from right there.
Tatum passes to Smart. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that one falls for Tatum.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
And here's KD for three. A shot that time, not on target. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Tatum's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Irving. Three-pointer. Thompson with the rebound. Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Fournier. They shoot again, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
The to-do list when you're trying to guard Kevin Durant is long, and he's used that added strength to power through contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. That free throw good from Durant.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
Walker the pass to Smart. Outside Fournier. 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Smart wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. And here's Harden for 3. No good. Shot missing. Now Boston takes it the other way. Smart finds Fournier. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, that's a prime example of why Tristan Thompson is considered one of the best offensive rebounders in the game right now.
Smart against Irving. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Smart. Boston leading by 3. The pass to Thompson. And Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Irving for 3. Rebound by the Celtics.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
That one drops for him.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Irving. Passes it to Pritchard. Here's Ojale. Williams with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Williams. Here's Parker, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Now, here's Shamet. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Now, here's Neesmith. He's covered by Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Brooklyn trailing. Green kicks to Shamet. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. To the inside. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Here's Pritchard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out to Parker. The Celtics working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Neesmith, the pass to Ojala. And the shot is long. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Green is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Harden, then there's Brown, and it's Claxton in at center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Outside Williams. Pass to Pritchard. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Harden surveying the D. And Parker with the block.
Wow, Jabari Parker, not known as a shot blocker, but twice on the pipes.
Here's Pritchard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Brown outside. Harden outside. This one for three. And Boston with the rebound. Right side, Tatum. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. A second chance effort, and Parker with the block. Here's Pritchard. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. And the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for James Harden. And the Celtics also making a change. Evan Fournier's checked in for Nesmith. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Boston trailing.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy. And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tatum. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Brown against Fournier. Pass to Irving. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Misses in close. Down low. And the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Jeff Green. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Over Walker. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Lets it go. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving drives in, and that one drops for him.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
The Nets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
Here's Ojale, covered by Irving. And Griffin sends it back. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Irving. And the pass to KD. Off target from three-point range. Boston shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Here's Smart. Boston again missing. The Nets with the lead. Durant, the pass to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up.
The Nets have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. That's good from Blake Griffin.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Thompson, he's checked in for Boston. Griffin hits them both. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Smart. A three-pointer is right on target. Smart's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
It's great seeing Marcus Smart drain these perimeter jump shots. You know he's put in the time to let that offense become a natural part of his game.
KD drives in. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. That's a two-pointer from Walker.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defensive effort makes his coaches and teammates proud.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Brooklyn ahead, up by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Man, their fans know how to give their team a lift, that's for sure. The atmosphere in this building has been amazing, but the fans still have some work to do. They've got to keep the noise up, keep the energy up, and carry their guys to the win.
And over to Shaq now. Your take on the Celtics.
Reminds me of me at the free throw line. They had a rough half of shooting, under 35%. Some of that was great defense, but a lot of it was poor shot selection. They've got to revise the game plan, get guys open for higher quality looks. And the shooters need to go out and execute. Man, come on.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. On the floor for Boston, Walker in Smart, the guard. Tatum out there with Thompson. And it's Fournier in at the small forward.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Thompson finds Smart. From deep, Walker. The rebound by the Nets. On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Harden dishes to KD. Shoots over Walker. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
For the lead. Walker's shot is off. Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lobbed up there for Durant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
And Thompson kicks to Tatum. Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 5. Count that one.
What a polished offensive game. Fournier cashing in from the mid-range.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Harden's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Smart. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Do you ever notice the physicality? That's an aspect of Marcus Smart's game. He just powers through the defense. Sensational shooting.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
And that one falls for Smart.
And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side. I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Celtics trail by 3. Tatum down low. Headed by Green. Parker kicks to Smart. Shoots. They get the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Shamet. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Pritchard passes to Parker. Shoots over Shamet. Parker's shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 3. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Harden and the jam by Harden.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And then for Boston, Williams, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Semi Ojeleye comes in for Williams. And it's Neesmith in for Smart. Passes it to Ojeleye. And here is Neesmith. And there's the defensive 3-second call. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
For Boston, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Pritchard, guarded by Harden. Shoots from the line, and it's Shamet with the rebound. Shamet's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The Nets have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. 2 shots. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. So it's Boston now. 6-point game. There's 1:34 left here in the third quarter. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brown finds Harden. Now Brown. Back to Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Pritchard passes to Williams. Tatum on the wing. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Outside Williams. 5 on the clock. To the wing right side. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Ojeleye. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Shamet. The 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Irving. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Celtics passing it around. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Green against Williams. Green kicks to KD. Over Tatum. And KD the bucket on the assist by Green. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Back to Walker. Inside. Nice shot by Thompson.
Boy, that's a single-minded play from Tristan Thompson. Knows the defense is ready for him, but takes the contact and doesn't let it affect his finish.
Walker against Harden. Outside Durant. It's up a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Smart's checked in. On defense, Boston. They trail by 6.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And Thompson kicks to Tatum. A shot off that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harris against Smart. Up top. Lock at 6. Outside Durant. Pass to Griffin. Over Smart. And too long on the shot. Celtics trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Fournier passes to Walker. From outside, off the mark.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Yes, that goes in.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And Walker kicks to Thompson. Pass to Tatum. Back to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Timeout called, the Nets. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. And they pick up 2.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Tatum down low. KD's on him.
Even though fought hard from from start to finish on that play, defended the shot, and then finished it off with the rebound.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
Tatum down low, defended by Durant.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Irving can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Harden, no good. Celtics trail by 10. The three from Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
Now, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
There's the pass to KD. Outside for Griffin. On the way, Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
The first one, and that turns the lead to 6. And so Tatum nails them both.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Tatum against Durant. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. KD's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Kevin Durant is a dead-eye sniper, right? He takes pleasure in putting it to the defense from there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. 1:12 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Unbothered by the pressure, Tristan Thompson delivers.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter of this one. Durant, no good. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Celtics. 6-point game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
There is size and there is reach with Jason Tatum, and that makes him a difficult guard. He just dares the defense to foul him right there.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. He hits both from the stripe. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. KD with it. Pulls up. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And the Nets lead by 6.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Basket here in this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum against Durant, feeds it to Walker. Fournier for 3. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, the seasoned pro, no letting the defense impede his progress in a clutch moment. Nice.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving. At the line for 2. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Off the inbound pass. Tatum no good. Now here's Johnson. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
I had a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What's your team's mindset right now in terms of approach?
Our consistency and our attention to detail. You know, we're a young team, but we got to focus on the small things. Our hard work is going to be enough as well.
Great effort tonight, James. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.